YouTubers, Aldo O'Shea back with a brand new video. First off, welcome back. Great to see everyone. I hope you guys are well. Sorry I've not been around for a week or so. I've took a little bit of time off to get myself together recently, and now I'm back, and what better way to come back than with chapter 3 of my World Heavyweight Replica collection. Now, if you guys have clicked on the previous videos of my collections, whether it be the tags, the women's, the mid cards, and honestly, I mean this from the bottom of my heart, thank you so very much for clicking on them. If you guys really like them, if you could do me a favor, comment below and give me your thoughts on the belts, share opinions, and also if you could like, share, do all you need to do to get me out there, it'd be very much appreciated. But anyway, we're here to talk about replicas, and the two replicas that I'm going to be talking about today is actually quite synonymous with the person who's on this t-shirt right now, The Rock. The first replica is an upgrade from a previous belt that I've just reviewed, and the one after that is a very bloodline electrifying championship. I will get into that when I bring it up, but the first replica that I'm going to be talking about today is the Attitude Era scratch logo Big Eagle WWF Championship, World Heavyweight Championship. And this is it's very near and dear to my heart. The reason why it's very near and dear to my heart is because this is actually the first replica that I ever bought. This is from the 2001 line, and I got it off of eBay at the start of 2002, and ever since then, it's now 2025 now, and it's just been on display purposes, but it's got a few scuffs. The strap is a bit worn away and things like that, a few cracks here and there, but other than that, it's still in relatively good condition for what it is. Like I say, my first ever replica, so this is very near and dear to my heart. People see this replica, and there is a couple of versions of it. I think Mr. Hazard F5 has touched on this a while back. I think there's about possibly 3 versions of this, 3, maybe 4, where the scratch logo has either been gold or white. The back of the strap has had some fabric in here, especially when Triple H won it in August of '99. But this came out the night of Survivor Series in November 1998, and it was won by The Rock in the Deadly Game tournament, and that sort of catapulted The Rock into who he is now, in all honesty, in pro wrestling, if not as a person in all of entertainment. But when people see this version of the WWF Championship, they instantly say the Attitude Era. They instantly think of the likes of, obviously, The Rock winning it, like I say, at Survivor Series, Mick Foley winning in it from The Rock, which if anybody is a fan of the Monday Night Wars, they know it was that night that Mick Foley won this championship from The Rock that sort of turned the tide dramatically for the WWF WWE, where they were full steam ahead in the Monday Night War. So like I say, Mick Foley, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Undertaker, Triple H, The Big Show Paul White, and I also think Kurt Angle. I'm forgetting about Kurt Angle, and Chris Jericho. That is all the people that has ever won this version of the WWF World Heavyweight Championship, and it is if people know its wrestling history again, it was last seen in early April of 2002 when this version of the championship unfortunately faded away, and we got the upgraded after that, which was the undisputed version of the championship, game by that Triple H held, and Triple H technically is the last ever person to hold this version of the WWF WWE Championship, which it's, when you look at it from a history perspective, it never had a very long shelf life, which is a shame. For the history that went into it during the early days of the Attitude Era to how it ended, it's a real shame. I mean, as many people know, this was conjoined with the big gold WCW World Heavyweight Championship, and at a time we had two World Championships representing the WWF World Heavyweight Championship at the time. That would happen again several years down the road with another couple of belts for another review another time. And yeah, it's like I say, it is a it's a real shame that this didn't have the shelf life that it had. So if I hold up against camera, you guys can see the main plate with a massive eagle, the scratch logo. If I hold it up against the light, you guys will see it in the globe, and then the writing under that, and of course side plates, strap itself, the front of it looking not too bad, the back of it unfortunately has seen better days, but that's just due to age. But yeah, there is a few wear and tear bits on this, but other than that, it is still standing the test of time. And now I'm going to get onto another replica that was going to become synonymous with The Rock, but somehow didn't, and somehow never made its way to TV. This replica you're probably going to recognize because I done it a couple of months ago on this channel, or a good few months ago on this channel, and it is the Bloodline version of the Brahma Bull signature series of the WWF World Heavyweight Championship. Now, those that don't know their Attitude Era wrestling history, I'll give you a little breakdown. During obviously the early days of the Big Eagle, they thought of giving The Rock, when he was champion, because Stone Cold Steve Austin had the Smoking Skull belt. They were thinking, and in fact they made toys. They made Jack's toys about it, where it was belts for Austin, The Rock, The Undertaker, and they decided that they were going to give The Rock his own championship, and it had the F scratch logo on it. It was polished and done, all set to go. The Rock was going to be getting it. There was two versions made, and one version went to Stamford, Connecticut, Titan Towers. The other one somehow miraculously got lost in the mail because the belt maker sent it via regular post, and whoever nabbed it is sitting on a priceless thing now. But what's actually quite strange, the fact that the first one made its way to Titan Towers and the second one didn't make it to TV. Now, you would have thought that they would have asked for their own people to come and collect it. If this was specifically for The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, you would have thought they would have sent their own people for the belt, bring both versions to Titan Towers, and essentially take one of the versions to TV for The Rock to wear, but they somehow didn't do that. So the first version was at I believe it's currently at the WWF WWE archive place in Stamford, Connecticut, which I do not know the location of. I do know, but I'm not going to put it on this channel. And that one version is there. So it's just very strange that they didn't use the first version eventually to bring to TV and then get another one that got lost in the mail, make up a third version to use down the road. But it is what it is. The belt was eventually going back to Austin anyway, so that's maybe why they didn't capitalize on doing it, because in my honest opinion they could have made a lot of replicas with this. Excuse me. A lot of Attitude Era replicas with it, and it would have looked amazing in F, and they would have been very, now in 2025, they would have been very rare to find with an F. But yeah, so I have reviewed this in the past. In fact, I've reviewed both versions. I've reviewed we'll say the blue white version, and this is the Bloodline red version. So you have the Brahma Bull plate with WWF WWE Champion, and you have the side plates, and they look absolutely amazing. You have the Rock's Champ logo there. You have a beautiful Brahma Bull gold tip, and then you have the side plates here, and then you have the People's Champ, and as you can see, it is done in Bloodline tattoo colors, which looks so nice. I prefer this much more over the first version that they brought out a few years ago. When, if anybody that remembers, when they brought out the Usos signature tag belts, they brought out Roman Reigns signature undisputed belt, and they brought this out. If people have all three of the Bloodline belts, then more power to you. You know, I only have two. I don't have Roman's one, but that's okay. I've got my own version of the WWE Undisputed Championship, so I'm okay. Yeah, what else can I say about this then? It is an amazing, awesome heavy belt. It is a heavy belt, and if I switch it round on its back, you can see it's got a lovely suede backing as well. And this is from 2023, so a couple of years ago that it came out, and yeah, it is absolutely beautiful. I'll get into more of it as we get into the review. And now, guys, the moment we've all been waiting for. Let's talk replicas. Okay, guys, so here's the in-depth review on the WWF Attitude Era Big Eagle. And yeah, it's an absolutely beautiful championship. As I said, very near and dear to my heart because it was my first replica. And what else can I say about it but the beauty that is. Now, before I get started, please keep in mind that this is from the 2001 line, so the plates are very thin and they don't have the same 3D effect as the new ones have, the current replicas. So please bear with me and just appreciate for what it is. So anyway, let's get into the top. So we start off with the WWF Attitude Era scratch logo done in a lovely golden red. Now, there's a couple of versions of this where it's all gold, including in the swoosh, or it's white with a red swoosh, or you have this. However, I do think this was done purely for replica purposes, because every other version I saw usually had gold on it, like all gold, and obviously the trademark stamp wasn't there. And then it has on a black background, I should say, and then after that, in this half hexagon shape, that starts with a sunblast effect that's all the way at the top of the replica, and the sunblast effect is really nice scratch on that, It's unfortunately not as in-depth as what the up-to-date version is, obviously. And you've got two zirconias, fake zirconias there. And then you have the eagle, nice little shot of its eye, its neck, and the wings are spread very, very nicely. This has always been the sales pitch to me for this version of the WWF WWE Championship, is just the way the eagle's wings are spread. I think it's absolutely beautiful. A lot better than the winged eagle version. And you've got the claws holding the globe. Nice standard navy blue for the globe. So nice. And on either side you've got two bits, two of the same color of the world, two mini globes. And you've got two zirconias there, and due to battle damage reasons, these two have fallen out. I could get replacements for them. I think I have actually. I think I have managed to get replacements for them, and I should really install them. It's just about getting around to doing it. And then you have two sidebars on either side of the main plate, and they have a sunblast on them as well. Now with the sidebars, and this is, I'm only going by my own experience with it. I think Mr. Hazard F5 has probably explained that a lot better. But in fact, before I go any further, let's bring out the predecessor. Now, on this version, there's no gap in between the sidebars, okay? As you can see, I can get my finger in there, which I like. I absolutely like that you can do that. Whereas on this replica, there's a black background on the sidebar, and it's all one piece, which I don't mind. I absolutely don't mind. But in all honesty, I actually like the gap. I think it separates the sidebar a lot better. And as you can see from comparison, both main plates, they are very similar to the Winged Eagle, just obviously just upgraded. So yeah, it is what it is. It doesn't bother me. I just prefer them. I just prefer the gapping, if I'm being honest with you guys. And then below the globe, you have World Wrestling Federation banner with a little sunblast effect on there. Underneath that, nice etching on the sunblast. And then you have champion banner. Now, keep in mind the updated one is a lot more 3D on this. And either side you have champion in other languages. And then you have the sunblast effect coming in at the bottom there. And of course, two fake zirconias on either side of the wording of champion. So basic WWF champion. As basic as you're going to get. No World Heavyweight Champion or anything like that. Just WWF Champion. And then on side plates 2 and 3, you have the McMahon Lion holding a WWF Attitude Era logo shield. The thin sunblast effect behind that. And then you have the rope barrier in this rectangle shape going around this plate. And then you have the rope barrier going around in this rectangle plate again, with a thin sunblast holding a shield with the WWF Attitude logo in there, scratch logo in there, with two fake zirconias. And then on the other side, you have the McMahon Lion again, holding the McMahon coat of arms, an Attitude Era scratch logo at the top, a thin sunblast effect, and the rope border rectangle again. And then the final one, the rope border rectangle again, sunblast shield, and the Attitude Era scratch logo in the middle there, two zirconias. And I'm going to bring in a comparison again between the side plates. Now, as you can see, these are nugget textured, which I like. I feel these would have done really, really nicely with nugget texturing on them. But keep in mind, this is a real made belt, so the sunblast effect on it is a lot better. And if I flip them around, you can see the difference. Again, the nugget texture's in there. It's in here with the McMahon coat of arms shield. And yeah, that would have looked really nice in there too. I haven't held or seen the updated version of this. So the version 2. The version 2 or the Triple H version, which, the Triple H signature belt of this design. I'm not sure if that's got the nugget texture on them. I can't get my words out. The nugget texture in there or not. I'm not 100% sure. But I just thought I'd bring out my other winged eagle, big eagle, sorry, just so you could get the comparison. No 6 property plate on this one. The snap box is a bit bigger for the standard at the time, and yes, this does fit around me, believe it or not. The extra straps in there make it eligible to do that. And then you've, instead of the shell-shaped standard border, you have the Attitude Era logo going all the way through the strap. Does not meet the main plate, and then goes onto the other side. And just a plain snap box on this as well. And if I flip it over, as you can see, 2001, the authentic flashy is still standing, which is nice. All WWF information on there, made by Figures Inc. And as I say, the strap has cracks in it. It's seen better days, but again, keep in mind, this is from 2001. We're now in 2025, and the strap has held up pretty well, I have to say. And if I put these down for a couple of seconds, I will do a comparison side by side for you. As you can see, 2 of them together, and they look absolutely lovely together. 2 brothers from the same mother. Okay guys, so here is the in-depth review, the update in-depth review of the Bloodline version of the Rock signature belt. And yeah, it's absolutely Bloodline colors everywhere, so electrifying. It's, words just don't describe it. It is an absolute beauty. An absolute beauty. So start off in the middle, you have the Brahma bull with red eyes, with its hook in its nose, and you've got the horns at the top. Brahma bull's facial expression, kind of like how The Rock had his legendary Brahma bull tattoo back in the day. So much detail in its ears as well. The Rock's hairline, for what it was at one point, I mean, it's in there too, if you look at it. Then at the top you have the WWE Attitude Era logo, which, like I say, originally it would have been an F. Then below that you have World Wrestling Entertainment, which would have been Federation had it not had the name change. And it is just a basic champion banner. I couldn't get the words out there. I do apologise. Champion banner, black and gold. So it was just basically WWF WWE Champion. That's all they were going for with this belt. And then you have an awesome penny version sunblast effect going all the way around the main plate, behind the bull's head. And you have red lightning behind that as well, which really pops out. And then you have red rubies going all the way around this as well. If you guys look at this replica very carefully, especially the main plate, it looks very similar to the Oval IC Championship. I will put up a picture of this championship just now so you guys can see the comparison. And yeah, this totally got inspiration from that. The belt maker got inspiration from that. It's very similar in size, and especially the rope bar barrier going all the way around it as well, which is synonymous with that design of the Intercontinental Championship. It's very nice. Then you have the two side plate, one and two side plates here. The Rock's logo done on a shield with a Brahma bull, Rock's eyebrow facial expression, lightning bolts behind that, symbol of greatness, and the Rock's logo at the top, done in this wonderful police badge. Then it has a red backing behind that. Well, sorry, I do apologise. The main plate has that red backing as well. I do apologise, I totally forgot about that bit. Then you have the Rock's logo, which was synonymous with his trunks back in the day. A few lightning bolts behind that, and red rubies behind that, and this rectangle bar, and the red material at the back of it too. And then on the other side, they mirror each other. Rock's police badge with his symbol at the top, lightning bolts behind the Brahma bull, symbol of greatness, and the red fabric behind that. Then again, Rock's logo with lightning bolts, red rubies, this rectangle plate with the red fabric behind that. Then you have the property of, now if this was F, it would have had the F logo, but it's WWE, so the Attitude Era logo symbolising, similar to the main plate. There's two rubies on there too, in a smaller rectangle shape. And then, of course, you have this wonderful Brahma bull tip. They really like their tips on their Signature series and their Legacy belts. They really go to town on them, which is great. They look amazing and they look unique for the belt. Then on the strap itself, let's start on the other side because that's where it starts. You have the People's Champ done in black, gold, and with the red fabric behind that, and it looks really nice. The whole strap on itself is the Rock's tribal tattoo, done obviously in the Samoan bloodline colours, which look really nice. And if I flip this over, like the first version of this, instead of a blue fabric, we now have a red fabric. And then, of course, you have the Rock's Brahma bull logo and saying it's the most electrifying in sports entertainment. He's the most electrifying man in sports entertainment. Basically, the Rock's catchphrases, all in this fabric of the strap, which look great. Authentic WWE flashy, authentic zirconias to say the rubies are real. And then 2023 this came out. I'll pop you guys down just now for a second. And there we have both belts together. symbol of greatness. So guys, thank you so very much for watching this review today. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. And as these two replicas are concerned, my favourite out of the two, even though this is far superior, as in plate wise, strat wise, and everything like that, even though this is far superior as a replica, I'm going to go, well, you guys knew I was going to choose it anyway, didn't you? I chose the Attitude Era Big Eagle. It is, yes, it's got bumps, it's got scratches, it's got scuffs, it's got some zirconias missing, but in all honesty, it's absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And yeah, this is my era, you know. This is my era. As I mean, yes, I'm a Randy Savage guy. I started off in '92, as many people know, but I came on full throttle when this and the previous version of it came on TV, and I went full throttle as, excuse me, being a pro wrestling fan. So yeah, that's the reason why this is my favorite. But I mean, by all means, comment below and let me know which one is your favorite, whether you like the version 1 with the block logo, or if you liked this version, which is, we'll just say for argument's sake, version 2. And yeah, I mean, did you like the other versions that were out there as well? It's, even like I said at the start of the video, even though it's got a very short shelf life, it has got so much history. This version of the WWF WWE Championship has so much history in it in such a short amount of time, which is unbelievable. But anyway, guys, I'm not going to ramble on like I usually do here, but what I will ask, again, if you guys could do me a favor, if you guys could like, share, do all you need to do to get me out there, it would be very, very much appreciated. Please comment below, let me know what you guys love about the World Heavyweight replicas. What did you like about these two replicas? I'd be quite interested to open up the discussions, and keep an eye out for other World Heavyweight replicas down the road. I'm going to be looking to be doing more of them very, very soon. And yeah, just honestly, guys, take care of yourselves. I really mean that. Dreams be the journey, right? Dreams be the journey. Honestly, you guys take care. All the best.